Hey, it's us.
Woo!
Nice to see you, Ellen.
Good to see you, Julianne. Oh, Dr. Jody Wick says to tell you hello.
Oh, good. I haven't seen her in years. She was my
Yeah,
dentist for
I know.
decades.
She's my
Hmm.
dentist. Now she's
Ah, I
my
love her.
dentist. And she asked if I see her, and I said yes. And so I told her I just saw her yesterday. No, yes, Wednesday. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
yesterday. That was yesterday. I don't know
that's the
what
way
day
I
it
feel
is.
too. So we're going to talk about the holidays, and I think you just nailed it for me. It's like, which day is it? Which month is
Yes.
it? What are we doing?
Oh, too fast, too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
too fast, too much, too many people. Right?
Do you
Is
want to
that
start with our sponsors though, or is that we'll show our
yes?
sponsors before we forget that? That I remember because they're amazing.
Yes, they are. So, mobility professionals and urology professionals, Don Woods' company, and Dean McCabe has been working for them for a long time. And our friend Anthony Arifachet has just started working for them. So,
Oh,
I am thrilled, and he's thrilled. I got a chance. I was at the Triumph Christmas party. I got a chance to talk to him about it. He loves this company. And so far, I haven't met anybody who doesn't.
that's
So if
good.
you need anything in DME, call mobility professionals. You need any urological supplies, get your catheters from urology professionals. And of course, Anthony's been an expert at that for, geez, ever since I've known him. So that's about 25 years,
Phew.
something
Yep.
like that. Yeah. So they're our sponsors and we love them and respect them and think they're terrific.
Yes. Awesome. Well, those are our sponsors. So the holiday season is upon us, and it is so fast. I can't, 21 days away till Christmas. I'm not sure when it's Hanukkah. Does anybody know when Hanukkah is? Because it's coming up as well, and not Ramadan, but Kwanzaa and any of the other holidays folks celebrate. And even for those that don't, it is just that crazy time of year. I read a post by Jeanette um, Knudsen, who y'all know and love out there, an amazing person. And it was a Facebook post, and it really reminded me of, instead of giving people things, maybe you could ask what you could do for them for the holiday season. And I thought that that was a great thing because I know for me, that sort of give me 5 hours of your time where I can have you do what things I don't need you is something that's always on my list. Like I just want you to do the things I need I can't do. Help me clean out the top shelves of my closet that I can't do on my own. And that, it's not really the job of a family member to do it for you, but you could really use that help. And so for me, it's always such a nice gift when I can say, "Get me a certificate for hours," or pick a day that you're going to just help me out with this stuff that I want to get done that, my body just can't really do. Pull them off the shelves with that reacher and I'll end up knocking myself out. So that's probably not a good thing. Hi, Nicole. Welcome. Thank you for coming and joining us. We greatly appreciate it. We're
I
hoping
hadn't
you're
even
well.
thought about that, Ellen. That's really a good idea. Because a long time ago, I started going, how about events instead of stuff?
Yes.
So for anybody who lives nearby, it's let's go see this movie. Let's go, you know, see Sufs at the Pantages, you know.
Yes.
Velma's in
Yes.
Myrtle Beach. Yeah.
All right, Velma, that's awesome. Myrtle Beach. Hopefully, it's warm down there in Myrtle Beach today and not windy and stormy. We've got wind here in Northridge, a little chilly in the mornings, but beautiful in the afternoons right now. And I think for the next 2 weeks, we're going to be in the 70s. So it's going to be fairly nice, not too hot, not too cold, just right to go out. But yes, because there's just things you want to get done that, yes, there are people that will help you if you ask them, but they're not typical daily chores and they're kind of big things. And I'm one of those people that don't, like to ask for a lot of stuff. So when I have that, I can say, to my daughter, 5 hours, give me 2 hours today and help me clean out my closet. Help me go through all of this stuff. And she'll do it anyway, but I kind of like it when I have it as you know, a gift. Then I don't, and I'd like to take credit for it, but that was Jeanette Knudsen, and I saw it on Facebook on one of her posts, and I thought that really is true. The neighbor, instead of giving them some tchotchke or whatever, is there something I can do for you? Is there somewhere we could go? And I like yours too. Going someplace is really good. Um, oh, may rain the next few days, a little cold in Myrtle Beach. Velma's saying, but I think that's a good gift. What is the best gift that you ever got that you can think of?
Geez, first thing that pops into my head is my kids, but that wasn't Christmas.
That is a good gift.
That is a good gift. I think probably along those lines it was, hey, let's meet on Big Island on Kona side for Christmas. You know, yeah, it's expensive for each individual person, but we got to all be together for Christmas. So that was cool. So, yeah, in terms of things, I can't remember anything that I liked better than any other thing. What about you?
Oh, it would be made stuff my daughter made me. I think those are always the things that I still have. She's made me little dinosaurs that she's sewn together. She made me. I think one of my favorites is a little robot with a little cat. They're about this big, but she hand sewed them and put them together. So those I think are the most meaningful things, are the little things, or something that I talked about ages ago that somebody remembered, somewhere. That's always a nice idea. I think for me, I don't like I don't like getting gifts. I have issues with it. I like to buy gifts. I will buy gifts starting for next year, starting January 2nd, like the day or December 26th. I will start buying gifts and then sticking them away and then forgetting what I bought, because I love to buy gifts. I love to buy gifts for everybody and little things that make me think of them. Shops, you go to fairs. I love stuff from fairs, like little Christmas fairs where people hand make. Again, I think it's the handmade things, the things that you
Mhm.
can't get at a big box store, or the little thing that you found somewhere on a trip. I think those are the most important, fun things. But I don't like getting gifts because I always feel like you have to have a specific reaction, or you know, like that I'm not going to react the way the person that got it for me wants me to. So that goes back to my childhood. These are my childhood traumas. My mom, anything she gave me, I never reacted enough, like appreciative enough. So I really have a hard time accepting
I know,
gifts.
I'm going, well, you're an actress, so can't you fake it?
You can fake it, but I was little back then. I mean, now you
Yeah,
can fake it, but I still always have that sort of, what if it wasn't the wrong reaction? What if
yeah,
I don't know. So that was,
yeah.
I mean, I think those things, the things that are personal, that really make, that somebody mentioned somewhere, or often if it's something I really, really like or would want for myself, but I also know that somebody else would want it, giving them like that thing, like, oh, I would like that, but I know you would really like it too. So I like to do those. It's good. I think that there's some great gifts out there. Christopher Reeves Foundation has a list. I don't know if they still have it, but they have, the Christopher Reeves Foundation does a list for people with spinal cord injury. And I have gotten some. The lap stacker was okay. One of the most practical gifts I got was last year.
Mhm.
I got the lap stacker. Best gift ever in terms of practicality. That is a great gift. And then the Christopher Reeves Foundation had something. It's a footrest, but it's padded footrest that you put on top of your footrest, that sits on top of it, created by a quad and his mom. I saw that on the Christopher Reeves Christmas gift left thing, and that is the best. That's like, I buy that for myself all the time because I like to go barefoot, and it keeps your toes are in so they're not sticking out. It's also padded so your feet aren't padded, and it keeps your feet from falling into those little holes or falling behind because it goes underneath your toes.
I
So I think
definitely
those
need one of
practical
those.
gifts are good too. Yeah, they're awesome. I'm gonna try to look it up. What about you? Other than, where else have you gotten? You said you just got back from Puerto Rico, and where else?
Boston.
And
So
Boston. So tell us about Christmas
packing
there.
for both Puerto Rico and Boston was a bit of a challenge. Um, so
Did you
Puerto
go to one
Rico,
and then the other?
yeah, flew into Boston, met up with the kids, and then the three of us flew down to Puerto Rico because that's where Hillary's fiance's
Oh.
mom lives. So we had Thanksgiving in Puerto Rico. So it was, 86 and humid. And
Oof.
then flew to Boston where I saw my son and his fiance. And it was, yeah, 32 and an icy wind. So, yeah, a little different. But if you ever
Yeah.
get a chance to go to the Boston Public Library, I'm telling you, folks, go. It's all wheelchair accessible, even though it was built in the 1800s. They've got, elevators here and elevators there, and ramps here and ramps there. And they've got some of the most amazing historical exhibits. I found out all about, Boston in 1776 just by wheeling through
Wow.
this free exhibit. It's very, very cool.
Was it a Halloween town?
A
Like,
Halloween town.
I mean, not Halloween town, a Christmas town? I think Halloween, my brain is gone. So how is it a Christmas town? Like, New York at Christmas is I
Yeah,
love New York at Christmas. If you can go to New
yeah.
York at Christmas, hello, Leon, good to see you, Sean. I'm trying to see if you can look it up. I something foot thing. I can't fucking ever remember the name, and then when I go to buy it, I have to do like 18 Google searches to try to find it again because then I buy two at a time. And they're like, it's only one. You don't need one for each foot brush. I go, I know. I just am buying two because that I
A
have it for my
padded
next.
wheelchair footrest is what we're
Yeah,
looking for,
I say
right?
yeah, it's a wheelchair footrest. But New York is a Christmas town, right? New York is like it is just Christmas on crack, and I love it. I love the energy. And the taxis now they have so many accessible taxis. It's actually easy to get taxis in New York now. You get a number, you call them, they're there. You can schedule it on an app, and they come, and it's fully accessible. You don't have to get in and out of your chair and worry about any of that crap. So that has really changed New York for me. You just have to be really aggressive because they don't care that you're in a wheelchair when they're on the street. Like they'll just walk right over you.
Yeah,
That you have to get in your New York state of mind and just like get out of my way. I'm wheeling here. So,
yeah. It
but I
is true,
love the
especially now that
lights.
everybody's on their phone while they're walking.
I don't
Um,
I don't see it. Yeah, I don't do. I mean, I don't see that in New York. The phone as much. Like you
I
can't.
do.
You do you? Because when I'm in New
Yeah.
York, I'm like, I don't think you can be on your phone and walking in New York and not get the crap knocked out of you by people that are trying to get to where they got to go.
Yeah.
So
Well, Boston is a lot of lights, a lot of Christmas lights, a lot of blue and white, interestingly. Um, and yeah, it is, but nothing like New York. New York is Christmas on crack, as you say.
yeah,
And I love it. Absolutely love it.
yeah.
Um,
Were you? What part of Boston were you in? Because Boston, Mass is Mass. Never mind. Boston is. Oh my God. Boston is not a state; it's a city. She was in Boston, not just Massachusetts. I'm like, we were in Massachusetts, and there are different parts of Massachusetts. Boston is. How accessible is Boston in and of itself? The library, you said yes, but the city itself.
both Puerto Rico and Boston are cursed by cobblestones. And, some cobblestones are worse than others, but none of them are good. And curb cuts, it's a crapshoot. You'll be going along the sidewalk and then, like, yeah, there should be a curb cut here, but guess what? There isn't. So, and that's in traffic in Boston. At least Puerto Rico, there's not as much car traffic. So, at least in the part I was in. So you could look for a curb cut or take the time to go carefully down a curb. But yeah, I've kind of given up my hot dogging days of popping curbs.
I was going to say, are you still popping curves?
Nope. Now turn around, go backwards slowly.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. I will you go backwards by yourself? Well, I have because I have a power assist, so I have the anti-tip, so it's hard to go if the curb is too big, too little,
Now I'll go by myself, just doubling over because after 30 years, the tip sort of thing. But
Yes.
if there's an able body there, I'll ask him to stand behind me every single time. Why risk it?
Oh
I
yeah,
used
I
to.
mean, yeah, well, yeah. We used to do a lot of things, and we were not right about it. So,
Yep.
uh, yeah, I don't do that crap anymore. First of all, the power assist you have to have the anti-tips, because if you push forward and you push too fast, it will flip you over. So that makes actually popping curbs harder. I mean, you can move the anti-tips or flip them or whatever, but going up and down stairs now, you have to take them off. Or so I
Which power
realized
assist do you have?
I have the Yamaha power assist, but I think most powers. I don't know. Anybody else have a power assist out there, Velma? Uh, Anybody else? What do you have?
Still got the smart drive.
Okay, yeah,
Um,
but the smart drive's kind of a power assist. A smart drive is a push you forward assist.
what are you talking about?
I'm talking about power assist in the wheels. So I have the power assist in the wheels. Now
Oh,
the
like
smart
the
drive,
emotion wheels.
yeah, I have the Yamaha wheels. So the smart drive is good, but it doesn't. Yeah, yeah. So Sean, do you have to have you have the emotion wheels? Do you have to have the anti tips on it or no? I'm just curious. Like, I mean, because I have pushed forward and gone fast enough that it has flipped me. If I didn't have the things, I could flip over because of the if you hit it just right. But yeah, I like that. I mean, the smart drive is good for going forward and being outside. Is I don't like it for tight places and indoors. It doesn't work so well, and so I like the power assist in the wheels with the Yamaha. Yep,
Well, it's
that's
funny.
yeah, that's yeah. So say trunk spasms, throw me back. Yep. So the same thing. If you accidentally push it too hard, and you lean back while you're pushing it, it'll because of the inertia will flip you back. So if you're using the ones in the wheels like the Emotions or the Yamaha, they highly recommend the
The power assist wheels,
yes.
the
Oh my god, my
anti-tipper.
brain is yeah, the anti-tippers. So that's good. I mean, I had the smart drive for forever and didn't think I would like the Yamaha power assist until I got it because it goes over grass, it goes over I mean, carpet, you can use it indoors, outdoors, everywhere. So for me, it just makes navigating, especially when I travel hotels and the carpet in hotels and getting down the hallways and getting in and out and restaurants and stuff. I like that. I like the extra power now. I like the power. No, I have the power.
Well,
So that's it.
I just got the RGK chair that folds up and will go in the overhead compartment. So that is a game
Yeah.
changer for airline travel because you don't have to wave bye bye to your legs anymore. They're just sitting right up above you. Um,
So you don't use that for the whole like when you is that just for flying or do you use that chair when like
yeah,
the whole
because the
trip?
wheels come off like most, Spinergies pop off, go in the overhead, and
Mhm.
then with the RGK, the back folds down, and the foot rest and front canes fold under. So it's not like a folding chair. It's still a rigid frame chair. It just collapses upon itself to be small enough to go in the overhead compartment. So, or in the
And
front closet or back closet.
they'll do that. That's pretty good. But do
Well,
you
I
still have to get
learned
in do you still have to get in the aisle chair when you travel on that one?
it depends on where my seat is and depends on the model of the airplane, how wide the aisle is. But I learned from All Wheels Up. If you're going to travel, go on All Wheels Up website and download the Air Carriers Act because I learned from that website that if the plane has 100 seats or more, they have to store your wheelchair
Ooh.
on board if it can be stored on board. Because just about everywhere I've flown, when I tell them it's going to be on board, well, already they're announcing at the podium, we need 25 people to check their carry on luggage because ever since they started charging
Oh my
for
god.
baggage, then everybody tries to cram everything they own on the plane. So they are really not interested in taking up an entire bin with my wheelchair. So
No.
I have to quote
Uh,
but the magic words when you're flying are Air Carriers Act. People turn pale and back away from you. So it's really nice. It's handy.
it's good to carry it with there, but I wonder with the new administration, because I know that they were fighting all of the new stuff that Budapest got for the new Air Carriers Act. And so I don't know if anything has been rescinded or not rescinded or.
Oh, yeah. Well, being able to sue when your wheelchair gets damaged has been rescinded.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm just wondering like how much that's gonna work. Like I don't know.
Well, it's still working as
I'm
of last
feeling
week.
well, that's good.
So
I'm gonna print it out because I know. I mean, although I don't mind doing the aisle chair and putting my chair in, but it does make more sense that you'd want to travel with it. Anybody else out there travel with their chair? I mean, I know that I don't know. They were working on and we're coming close to getting so you could travel in your motorized chair. So moving those front seats and being able to lock you down right in that, which I don't think
that
I'd want
got
to.
quietly shelved.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's probably.
Yeah.
Uh,
It got killed with barely a murmur.
hmm.
So they didn't announce it. They just went bye bye. When you're at the Abilities Expo, go to All Wheels Up booth because they have little laminated business cards, and there's a QR code on them. So you don't need to print out the Air Carriers Act and carry it with you. Just once you get one of those little business cards,
It's right there. It's
and
on it.
it's just a QR code, and you can just it's right
Oh,
there. If anybody questions your life, there you go.
yeah,
The
that's
Bill of
awesome.
Rights.
That's a Bill of Rights. That's awesome. I have it for my service dog and I carry it around. But I don't have that's actually really good. And that's a great it is really important when you're traveling, if you're traveling for the holidays, to the cards that you can get from Life Rolls On, not Life Rolls On, Live to Roll. Life Rolls On is surfing. Live to Roll with dysreflexia, the dysreflexia cards are incredibly helpful because doctors don't even understand what dysreflexia is.
Yeah,
So being able to carry that, so keeping those cards with you when you travel is really important. The Air Carrier Act one, that is a great one to have when you're traveling on the airplane to know your rights. I just print out the ADA service right from the government website about service animals and what their rights are and carry it around with me. I had somebody tell me that my dog had to be on the floor at all times. I'm like, that's not true. Service dog can be on my lap. That's because that's his job. And he's like, and I was like, pulled it up. Went, yeah, that's not true. Here's the law. I'm sorry, you are wrong. So being able to educate, especially when traveling over the holidays, and everybody's hectic. Be kind, have grace with the people. As my daughter says, don't go from zero to bitch in 30 seconds. She's like, give him a break, mom. I'm like, yeah, I think I've just been doing this 42 years now in the chair. And people should just freaking know and things should just be freaking accessible. So I don't know if y'all know Cody Ensler. We should probably have her
yeah,
on at some time. Yeah, Cody. She just did a big post, obviously, because I'm supposed to be grading papers. I've been on Facebook. She just did a post about an inaccessible restaurant in Denver or somewhere she was at about how in this day and age in 2025, why is there still steps to get into a building that was built in 2016? Right? I get it. I mean, you're telling us that the Boston Library was able to be accessible and it
yep,
was built in the 1800s, and we
yep,
have places built in 2016. Leon, I feel you getting hung up on stuff. I don't know if Sean has the same problem, but my auntie tips will sometimes catch on things, and I'll be pulling it along behind me, and I'll be like, "What the hell? It's like toilet paper on your feet, but it's a pair of your
yeah,
clothes or underwear." I don't know. I mean, they're not that close to the floor, so how the frick do they catch on things and drag them across the house? But they do that catching on stuff. I mean, it's great to have a chair that you can do a lot with. But when it has all these bells and whistles, then all the bells and whistles become ways to catch things.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so
Smart drive too. I don't use the smart drive in the house, but I will frequently just leave it on my chair rather than take it off, put it on, take it off, put it on, because
yep,
it's great in the garden, in open spaces.
yes. It is a great little machine. I highly recommend it in open spaces. But when you get a little bit older like me and you don't want to do that carpet in a hotel, and I don't know, when I travel, there's a lot of spaces, or going across grass. I do love the fact that I can just go across the grass with my dog and pop down and do things, and have the power to navigate through the grass. So
And
that is
smart
how I
drivers no good on grass.
yeah, so my
Good-
Yamaha
good
Navi, I
for-
don't know. Sean, how do the emotions work? Because on my Navi goes across. I mean, it's super thick mud. Don't go through the mud. Just telling you. I tried that the other day, and my frickin' because I tried to be a good dog owner and clean up the dog poop, and he pooped in the dirt, but I'd forgotten it had rained so much, and so the dirt that looked like it was not, that was solid and I could pop into was actually mud, and I came off with mud stuck between my hand rims and the wheels, and
Ooh, not
I was
good.
I was not happy. That was not good. So but that's the thing about traveling, and and the holidays has a lot of travel. I don't like getting out and breaking apart my chair anymore when I travel. I think they're gonna break my wheels or a piece of my chair if they're trying to put it in their trunk, and I just don't trust those things. Transportation wise, I think that is one you were talking about the last time in terms of travel for the holiday, right? Is getting something
Yeah.
accessible is almost nearly impossible, or is
Yeah.
it super expensive?
There aren't wheelchair accessible vehicles in Puerto Rico that I could find. And when they came to pick me up, they were in a unmodified Sprinter van, and I was sitting here going, "Oh, and what's your thought on this?" And God bless him, the guy who picked me up at the airport picked me up in his arms like it was the end of a rom-com and set me gently into the Sprinter van, and I swooned because he was
Oh,
cute.
or
Yeah.
there you go.
But then the
That
guy
that
who
is
picked me up to take me back to the airport, he said, "How did you get in the other van?" I said, "The driver picked me up," and immediately he goes, "Oh no, I could never do that. Oh, my back."
the nice thing is, and I haven't figured it out. I've looked at lightweight ramps that you can all look at if anybody knows a good lightweight ramp. Sean says, I just want to say, yeah, with his wheels, he can go through the grass pretty good and dirt. Yes, I have to get the damn free will. Talking about a great gift. That is on the list too. The free will is also can make those power assists now really be the, off-road thing that you want. And
But isn't the freewheel discontinued?
no, is it?
I thought it
Sean?
was. Sean? Oh,
Sean?
Sean, producer. Yeah, I thought it was. Because
What'd you say?
that's
Yeah.
why I thought that's why they stopped exhibiting at the shows.
I'm
But
gonna have to go look for somebody and steal theirs.
Sorry, they were asking me something. I don't know what they were saying, but I just heard them say something.
all right, now we hear you talking.
We hear
We're
you
asking
talking
if,
that way.
we're asking if the free will is discontinued or if it's still available for sale.
Or is there another one out there, folks? Anybody know?
There were
So
copies.
there were copies of them.
Hmm. I don't know. Our producer will tell us.
I'm just curious. I mean, those are the kinds. So when you think of gifts, and I know like people say, oh, practical gifts, but it depends on your age and stuff. Because I even know, like when you're in your 20s, socks and pajamas actually are fairly practical, right? Um, if you okay, Sean says he believes it's still for sale. Maybe they just stopped advertising because their word of mouth
Yeah, it
is
could be.
so you know. I don't know. I think it's always so amazing to get something like the lap stacker and the
Mhm.
footrest or something that you didn't think of that makes your life easier for the rest of the year. It's not glamorous, but I think
Well,
glamorous
because of the
Christmas presents are overrated. I don't know.
well,
What about you
because of
all?
the
Anybody out there? What was the best Christmas present y'all got there, and or the thing that you got that you like? weren't sure about, and then it ended up being like, oh my God, thank God I got this.
Well,
Anybody got one of that?
because of the lap stacker, I can now carry multiple champagne bottles on my lap without them falling and breaking.
Oh
So
my
I'd
God,
say
yeah.
that is a glamorous gift,
There you go. You can make it
and
go.
I gotta get
I
one.
will say
Gotta
the
get
lap
one.
stacker, y'all, is one of the most useful things. And it took me a while to get it on because I thought it was going to be complicated. It's really not complicated to put on. And I broke the magnetic things twice now, and so I have just clips on it, but that
Um,
works better too because I don't have to worry about. I have carabiners on it, and I just clip them, so I don't have to worry about them because the magnetic clips are really strong. Except that if you're trying to carry a suitcase and a dog carrier and a bottle of champagne and God knows what else on your lap, because I've had that sucker stacked up so high that I can't see, and it keeps it on there. It really does an amazing job. So,
mhm.
that has made my life easier too. Even when like, oh yeah, I can just put my phone on my lap and put it on there. So that has been a good one. But out there, is anybody? Oh, Free Will site is still up. It comes in red, gold, or blue on sale right now. Oh, good to know.
Yay!
I'm gonna
Thank
go on
you.
that, put it on my Christmas wish list because it would make life easier. Is it hard? Is it hard to get on and off? Like to get it on and off and do things? Anybody else out there have like those Christmas hacks that we should all be putting on our list this year? Like what is a
Yeah, I
good
think
Christmas?
free will is a good idea
Yeah,
because I'm
free
always
will.
trying to get around the garden, and that's bound to help.
When I go hiking and stuff, and even I think when I go over to CSUN, just when I'm trying to go fast and I can't because I have to like you get that one curb and you're like, okay, I gotta slow down now.
Yeah, and
That would
watch out
make a
for the
difference.
cracks.
Yeah, and watch out for the cracks. I wouldn't have to do that. Um, so that's a good one. I also the fireflies are great, right? Or there's there another one that's the biking one because I like the idea of the electric, but I also want the one where I'm pedaling. And I have an old one. I just like to find the pieces to it. You know where you turn your wheelchair into a bike. I
Hmm.
don't yeah, transferring. I know they have the arm cycles, but transferring in and out as 42
Those
years
are
in the
hard.
chair, I'll sing transferring now is not my favorite thing, right? So I don't want to be transferring all the time. I have to transfer on and off the toilet 3 to 4 times a day and transfer in a bed at least twice a day. So I'm like, that's about all the transfers I want to
Hmm.
do. Happy holidays, Leon. We saw that. I like, the idea of honestly, it's so easy to pop off and the free will. I can actually get a okay. That's good. That's good to know. Because it's one of those things like if something becomes too hard to use or it's like, is it really like your glasses? How many times do you like this? I can see it. I can read. Your glasses are right there. You can't take the 30 seconds to put the glasses on. I know if something is going to sometimes take me longer than 30 seconds, will I actually use it? Or I'll be like, oh, it's too much work to put on. You get older, man. Can you,
Oh, and you
those
get your
useful gifts.
routines. Yeah. Oh, I know. Let me tell you what I may be getting for Christmas. I just got clearance to get a rewalk, believe it or not, because Medicare
Oh,
is finally paying for the rewalk exoskeleton.
that's
So,
really cool. I don't know that I'll qualify because I'm a quad.
well, you have to your joints have to be able to work. So you can't have joint contractures in your hips, knees, or ankles. And then your arms have to be able to be strong enough to walk with canes, right? But it supposedly, I've never used it, but it takes care of balance and lifting your knee. I mean, they on their video they show people actually going upstairs, which is
Right.
not something I need to do. But I just want to get out and prune my fruit trees myself.
Yeah,
I mean,
I feel like it's more.
standing up.
It's not like a daily living thing, right? Like, I mean, it's not for going out and it's more for like being able to do those things and exercise your body and get some weight bearing and doing that. Do you,
Yeah.
Oh, you got some nice portable plastic ramps for that's good. Ramps are always really good. I was going to say we have some portable telescoping ramps. They're fairly light. We tried the other folding ones, but they're really heavy. But the telescoping ones, because a Eurovan, like we have a Eurovan, and you just pop those out, and somebody has to push you in. But like you said with the Sprinter van, if they have that opening that's big enough for a chair to go in there, they just need a freaking portable ramp, and it makes it accessible to get you in and out. It's not fancy and you can't do it on your own, but they're not having to lift you in and out. And then,
No, but that's what they do in London. I mean, they use regular vehicles, but all the regular vehicles have a manual ramp.
yeah, the manual ramps are so easy. Like just pop them
Mhm.
in there and put them in, and it takes a little bit, but I think that is the thing in access. What I would really like for Christmas is to be able to travel without having to fight for access every time. Like even
Uh,
just anywhere. I think that's the biggest thing is that there's just everywhere you go, there's lack of access.
mhm.
I mean, they're plastic ramps. Do they hold the chair? I'm kind of curious, Leon, as to what are
Yeah,
the plastic ramps.
I've never seen a plastic ramp.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at the titanium ones that were really light, but they're not long enough. They're for like
Mhm.
small places to carry around. You could carry it with you, and it would get you up one step, but it's not going to
Yeah,
do like one step. You can pop it with somebody. Like, okay,
yeah,
that's not what
they're
I'm
like
trying to get
grocery
up.
ramps.
I need something that's going to get me up at least a foot to 2 feet. Um, and even if I can't do it on myself, just to get in without people having to pick you up or mess up your chair.
Yeah, I gotta
That's
say, it's
big.
a weird feeling.
It is. I mean, I was recently carried off by the co-pilot of an airplane because they didn't bring the aisle chair soon enough. So he, scooped me up and put me into my chair at the end of the thing. I wasn't that far back. I mean, I still get people that'll still scoop you up. Um, you
Did you
know,
swoon?
I did swoon because he was a handsome pilot. And he's
Uh,
pilot,
yeah.
co-pilot, pilot, and on the left. He was like, "I'll just do it." I'm like, "That's fine. That's awesome."
Come with
Yeah. I
you.
mean, I don't mind being swooped up anymore. If you can find somebody who can swoop up that 135 pounds, that's always good. They're not for steps. Uh, are they for when you get like stuck in the mud? Or like, how do you use them? Tell us
Okay,
more, Leon.
Leon,
Leon, tell us
put the
more. We're very
website.
like we're making Christmas lists. So, like, what are your hacks, or what are things that you have over the years gotten that might make a good Christmas list to surprise somebody? Because I think that's gloves. I will tell you the weight
Yeah.
gloves I got last year. I got a pair for weightlifters, and it's got the big. They go around your wrist like 3 times, so they really hold your wrist tight. But I'm getting carpal tunnel because I'm an old lady, 43 years almost in the chair. It'll be 43 years in January. So I get the carpal tunnel, and that has made a huge difference. I don't think they're super expensive. They got them off of Amazon, but I put those on, and not only do they keep my wrists so that I have less carpal tunnel problems, my hands going to sleep, numbness, and weakness. They also keep your sleeves because you tuck your sleeves up under the part that goes around your sleeve.
Oh,
So if you're wearing nice sweaters and stuff and you don't want to, how we get our sweaters in the wheels even when we don't try, wrap those suckers around. They're really nice. And, if you don't have carpal tunnel now, but you push a wheelchair, I'll tell you, you'll probably end up with some wrist and finger problems. When you've been in it for 40 some years. So, wear them now. My advice is wear the stuff early, and it will keep your sleeves clean so you can wear white again. So you want to wear that
wow.
white sweater, you can do it without getting it. Um, so he puts them under the wheel to get them unstuck, which is helpful to carry around. I feel like I'm a hobbit. What are they? The Harfoots from the Amazon prequel to the Hobbit movies. I forget what they're called. It's like a prequel series of the
All right,
Hobbits,
keep it
but
up
and
with
the
this one.
Harfoots are the like the ancestors to the Hobbits. But they have the little wagons they carry around with everything. I feel like that my wheelchair is like that right now. Bobby Rohan makes fun of my wheelchair all the time because I got cup holders and bags hanging under here and the net underneath the bottom, and I got extra clothes, and I got the bag that goes under the seat, and then I got the backpack on the back of it. I'm like, I could
The
live out of this
wheelchair
chair.
net, that's an excellent gift.
Yes,
If you
it
got a
is. The
manual
wheel,
chair,
yes.
I can fit so much stuff under there.
Oh
And
yeah,
now
and if
that
you're
I've got,
traveling, you
mm-hmm,
put it in a nice bag and you go through security and then you shove all your shit in there so tight that it's not gonna fall out when they take your chair, but you can
uh-huh,
pack a whole extra suitcase underneath there of
yeah,
all your crap,
yeah.
all the coats.
You just have to
It
take
is.
it out to go through TSA.
Put it in a bag. Yeah, I just put it in like a sack, one of those stuff
Mm-hmm.
sacks. I have a stuff sack with me. Take it all out of TSA, stuff sack it. Once I'm through TSA, I shove it all back in. And then you're getting on the plane. They're like, "You want to take that with you?" I'm like, "No, it ain't coming out. You'll never get
Oh,
it out of there."
Gotcha has your back. Rings of power.
Rings of power. Thank you. Yes, the rings of power. I like it too. But the Harfoot, they carry everything on their wagons, and that would be what my wheelchair looks like. I have, I've got dog treats hanging off. I've got a dog bed that hangs out the back that looks like, one of those packs that cowboys would roll up and sleep on. It's just rolled up and it's
A
hanging off a
bedroll.
carabiners. I will tell you, carabiners for everything. This is the MacGyver thing. Carabiners fix my lap stacker. Carabiners will hold my disc. Carabiners will hold that. Carabiner, and there's some good carabiners out there for because I know I don't look like a quad, but I do have quad hands that don't work 100%. And so I need those carabiners that can easily snap and push. And there's some good ones that are really strong, but they don't take a like you doesn't take, see, you can see my little quad fingers working there. They don't take so much strength to snap it because my
Yeah, and you
fingers
can't
can't.
get the ones that roll in and lock. Not those.
Oh God, no.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the worst. Anything that rolls yeah, that's never happened. I'm never getting it off again. That's where you want to put something on that you're never getting off again.
Exactly.
Uh, but it's funny when you travel. There's so many things because my battery is in a backpack. The battery case for the Yamaha. It has a Yamaha case, but I have adapted a backpack to stick it in there. So the backpack is now stuck to my chair, but it looks cooler than having the black Velcro battery case. And they're always like, "Does that come off?" No, it's my battery. Open it up, look into it. But it's got a million pockets. I'm like, I gotta make sure I empty my pockets. Like last time I went through, she's like, there's Blistex in here. I'm like, oh yeah, what else is in there? I forget. I forget to empty it. Oh yeah, carabiners are the best. Carabiners you can do so much with. They can fix so many things. They're like the MacGyver thing. Oh, Velcro stroller straps with carabiners are great. Attach small tackle bag and a side pocket for my wheelchair. $8. Oh, that's good. I'm gonna look at that too. Yeah, the side pockets are great. I mean, unless you're like a purist like Rohan, who I think still probably cleans his chair every night before he goes to bed and gets it all spiffy and perfect and has no. I don't know if he's still like that, but he would look at my chair and just shake his head like, "Oh my God, you got bags off of every part of your chair." I'm like, "Yep, I do."
Well, so does
Side
Jeanette.
packs underneath, pack on the back, a pack here, pack there. I got a dog treat bag now. I got bag for this. I got so many bags underneath. The net is a great one. There's some good one out there, but um yeah, Velcro is another great invention, except that when it starts to come off and then it gets crap stuck in it, and then it won't stick anymore. It's my
Yeah,
gloves. My gloves are getting pretty killed, so it's pretty funny.
where do
I
you
think
keep your phone?
my phone. Oh, so I have a little purse. I have a cute little. Uh, they're a brand of purse, like a phone purse. They're specifically a phone purse on the side of my chair that fits the phone and then has a little pocket in the front of it. And then it's a crossbody, but the strap is really small. And then, oh, that's nice. See, there you go. But mine slides right in and out, and I just use the straps around the side of my, the frame of my chair from in front of the cushion to the front of the frame, and I've strapped it around there, and it hangs like a little side pocket. It's cute. It's got, it's got a little, I don't know what's on it. A dragonfly right now is the one that I have, but it holds it, and also the little front pocket holds my little pillowcase and my Blistex, and it slides right in there, holds my glasses and my phone, and it's just, it's like Leon was saying, or Gata was saying that you figure out how to strap it on there and make it look nice, but that's just one more bag on my chair. So I got my little phone pouch with my I bought there's one that they made for a wheelchair that I bought, but it was just black and it didn't hold as much. It just held the phone. I wanted something that held a little bit more than just the phone, but so I've got that one there. Oh yeah, my chair I'm a Harfoot. I'm just, running around with bags off of every corner I possibly can.
But Bobby wouldn't approve, but that's all right.
That's okay.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, and then there's your
Yeah.
bra.
And then there's your bra, except, yeah, uh, that's always a good place to put your phone, but then I'll forget where I have it. I'm like this. Is it
I
down?
know. Looks like you're
Then it
groping
slid
yourself.
down into my stomach, and then I'm like, oh, wait, it slid down. Where the hell is it? Oh my God, I've lost it. But wheelchair, I mean, that's the thing. I think I was a purist when I first got my chair, and then I was like, no, I need to be a realist and have like the shit that I need where I need it. And not only mine, I think it might be a mom thing too. I have to have stuff for the kid, and I got to be able to stick extra clothes under there for them. And then I want to be prepared with extra clothes, because God knows when your body will betray you, and where, if you've got to have that extra thing of baby wipes. You got to have a bag to put the dirty clothes in. You have to have extra clothes to put on, which is, just black leggings, because they're easy to carry around and they go with everything. So you have to go change
Yeah,
into back
once
leggings.
you become a mom, you become a pack animal. It just is.
Yeah,
And then
that's
the
it.
kids go running, and then they'll throw, their coats on your lap,
Oh yeah.
because you're
And then you
conveniently
shove them
safe.
underneath. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, my daughter's like, can you fit this underneath there? Can you fit this? My water bottle, and my coat, and your coat. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna move my legs, and you're just gonna pack it. And then when you need it, we'll just have you get it out. But yeah, you become a pack animal. So any stylish pack things is gifts is good, right? For the
Mhm.
wheelchair. Anything that makes your life easier. I think things that make your life easier are great gifts, especially things you didn't think of, right? That like, ooh, I thought about this. This is a great thing. That's good.
Well, about 2 weeks back, Fox News was announcing that you shouldn't buy Christmas presents for anyone unless they're between the ages of 3 and 18. And of course, my first thought was, oh, great. Yeah, the economy really wants to hear that. Um, but yeah, they say after the age of 18, it's just junk that people don't need. So don't buy any gifts for those people. And obviously, they didn't listen, because the news reports I saw was that this holiday season, people are just cramming into the stores, that they're buying like never before. So there you go.
Do you stash things in your underwear? No, because I'd forget they were there, and I'd probably end up sitting on and getting a bed sore.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
if you
know.
can't feel it,
Dude, I
yeah.
sat on a tack for all day and was dysreflexic and didn't know I was sitting on a tack. Like I have sensation, but not that kind of sensation. So yeah, I try to stick anything there, because I'll just lose it and forget that I had it there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when I get the mail, I put the papers behind my back, because at least they won't blow off my lap as I'm moving. So I can cram them behind me, but then I forget they're there until the end of the day.
I hate when you forget something is there. I need like so like I hate I'll just say, people that leave their dog shit on the ground should not be allowed to have animals. Like I really to walk my dog all the time, and there's so people that let their dog shit all the way down the sidewalk, like you can see it. And now I'm trying to dodge it. So I try to be really, really like, I will clean up unless it's someplace that it's unsafe for me to try to get to. Right, I'll go through the mud, obviously, to do that. So I have to carry the dog bags now, and you have to carry everything with you. So anything that makes life easier to get those things done on the chair, I think are the best things ever. I wish there
Well,
was
and
an
if
automatic
somebody
dog.
has an animal that they love, gifts for the animal are terrific. I love
Yes.
when people give me cat toys, it's just
Yeah.
fun and they're not expensive, but it's something I can actually use. And I love my pets, so I'm going to love that.
That's what I think. I think as we get older, useful things become valuable, right? For edible things, like, really good chocolates that you wouldn't, or things that they wouldn't splurge on for themselves, but would be great. But I was thinking about the stashing things and losing things. So I get the dog poop and I hang it off my chair or stick it underneath in my net because I don't want to carry it around in my lap. And then I'll forget that I have a bag of dog shit on my chair.
Oh, great.
And I'll look down and I'll be like, because they're bright green bags. I'm like, shoot. I've gone into meetings. I'm like, excuse me while I go clean out excuse me while I go do this because no. So I stick it on there, but I try to throw it away right away because I don't want it to. It's called Wheel Comfort. I found it. It's not cheap.
Oh, good.
I better buy it now. It's called the Wheel Comfort Plate, removable padded foot plate by Wheel Comfort. Just so y'all know, I'll
And
put
how
that
much
in
is it?
there. So it's $70. It's gone up since I gotten it. Why won't it open? Oh, visit site. It's available at Sport Aid. It might be available at other places. It says it's removable. The only reason I don't mind, I mean, anything is expensive, but it is so worth it to me. Wheel comfort, yes, wheel comfort plate. I don't know that you could jerry rig your own, or if there's other ones out there, you might be able to figure out how to do it, but it fits and it comes in different sizes. So it fits your foot plate because my foot plate gets really small, because I have that's tapered. But it is like the best thing ever. If you're a person that likes to go barefoot, like I'd go barefoot all the time. And to make it look like I'm not going barefoot, those ankle, like footless sandals. Footless sandals are the best thing. So you can buy footless sandals and they just go over your toes and they look like I got a great one that's just made out of like, I don't know, it looks just like elastic, but it's, black. So it looks like a black sandal. It crisscrosses all over and goes over my foot and it makes it look like I'm wearing black sandals, but I'm not because there's nothing underneath it. But it makes it look like I'm wearing
I've
sandals.
never
So,
heard of this before.
oh, footless sandals. They're the best thing if you like to go barefoot. And so if you get the wheel comfort foot plate and you like to go
Yeah.
barefoot, you get these little footless sandals and you can wear them and that people don't, know. I have not seen an autonomous wheelchairs at the airport. Now they take you, okay. What is
They've been around for a few
the
years.
the Waymo? The Waymo just went into a police situation and drove the passenger into where they were getting the suspect down on the ground, and the Waymo drove right through there where it was all blocked off. So I don't know if I'm trusting the autonomous wheelchair at the airport.
Well, they've been around.
Get
They've
me
been in
there,
the
taking
airport
the
for
wrong gate.
about 3 years now. They've been in the airports, and now they have, believe it or not, they have suitcases where you can put in your gate number, program your gate number, and the suitcase will go to your gate. A carry-on, so that you just follow your suitcase to the gate. It's very weird, but the will. So far, I have heard about no crashes, and I own a will, so I kind of keep up on them.
On the autonomous one? You own an autonomous?
Now, I own a Will Power Chair.
Oh,
And they were my clients at Ability. So I've been interested to see how it was going to work. Because when they first said, yeah, we're going to have our wheelchairs that you can program and it'll take you right, you put in your gate number, it'll take you right to your gate. I went, oh, that sounds like a bad idea. But it's been working for 3 years. And I have seen them in a couple of airports.
that's
Eh,
fast. I think technology is going to create opportunities for people to travel more. I mean, I think that there are opportunities to, make ease better. But I'm hoping that with that, they also don't forget that it's not going to transfer you. You're still going to need the aisle chair. You're still going to need the people to show up. I mean, lately, I've had to board the airplane last because the freaking people didn't show up with the aisle chair, and they're like, well, I'm like, okay, yeah, ask me on my freaking reservations what I need, and I tell you what I need. And then I go to the gate and I tell you what I need, and you give me a gate check, and still you don't have what I need there. Like, I don't know how many times you want me to tell you about this. Sorry, am I distorted? I can put it back up. Um, Thanks for letting me know, Kimberly. I appreciate it. When I don't know, I move it and then I also touch it. Uh, but yeah, I want access. And I think sometimes as we become too autonomous, we lose the people. And if we lose the people, we lose the personalized service that I think everybody needs. But when you have a disability, you really need it because every disability is different. There's not going to be one way to treat Juliana and one way to treat me, right? You can't do it the same. We're very different. And our needs are very different when we travel.
Well, I can't remember the last time that I was on a flight and there was another person who's what I call legitimately in a wheelchair waiting at the gate. Everybody else is in a chair and then they get up and walk. So, what you make a very good point. There are a few of us there who actually need an aisle chair. But back when Southwest had pre-boarding, and open seating, there were 27 people in wheelchairs because they knew they could get on first. And they went, well, we can't get anybody on in their wheelchair. Out of these 27 people, how many of you could walk? 26.
Yeah.
And luckily the gate attendant was disgusted. He was so mad, so I felt better.
My pleasure. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, well, Southwest, last I just flew them, they still had open seating. They might be, I don't know when they're changing it back or getting seats, but yeah, the open seating, people do it. Yes, you might need help getting. I mean, there are people you could tell that there's no way they're walking through that airport all the way, right? But that doesn't mean you necessarily need to board first, right? Just because you need help getting there from the parking lot to the thing doesn't mean you have to board first. It just means you need to, have some time to board. Whereas when you have to have the aisle chair, you have to yeah, got to do the whole transfer thing. And the last time I went on, and I know we're about to wrap it up, says I know Sean has things to do, but they just weren't ready, so they had to board me last. And I was just like, and the guy, I mean, people are like, oh, that's how they do that. Is that gonna fit? I mean, it's a show. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
You should be. I'm not here to train everybody, and if I am here to train everybody and show people how this is done, then you should be paying me to come through this flight. I I'm not a new injury, but I can imagine that as a new injury, that would have horrified me. I would have been in
Yeah.
tears and embarrassed. And like now I'm just like, yes, this is how you do it. Would you like to see how I calf? I'll show you that too right now. I'll just show it all to you. I don't even care. But you don't know people or what day they had or how they might be feeling. Like to put on display like that because y'all aren't ready, I think is ridiculous. And that's why when we can wrapping it up with things that make us more independent, have the things we need that make our life easier. I think those are some of the greatest gifts, especially if they can look cool. You can find the ones that, look nice and they're out there.
Like the
wheel
freewheel.
comfort. Like the freewheel looks cool. Freewheel makes you look like you're, out there climbing mountains and doing shit because you usually are. So they make you look rough and tumble. And the foot plate is great. I will say footless sandals are great. So you don't feel like I'm just barefoot. I wish they would make some really nice shoes with no soles because the soles make your feet heavy. So if you're lifting when you're transferring, right? But I want them to look like real shoes, not slippers. I want shoes that look like shoes, but I don't want the soles on them because I don't need a sole. I have no soles.
Make some.
Who?
All right, we better let Sean get out of here.
Yep, Sean's got things to do for the holidays. Yeah, you're always the last off. You're always first on, last off. And they
Meanwhile,
always
back at our sponsors.
Yeah, back to our sponsors.
All right. Thanks to mobility professionals and urology professionals for sponsoring our show and being so loyal. It's been years now that they've been our sponsors, and we really appreciate them.
And thank you to everybody that shows up each week. We appreciate you all. Leon, Nicole, Gata, everybody else, Kimberly. Nice to have you as well. Just thank you guys so much. We appreciate you having you here. Have a great holiday season, and we will see you after the new year. The first Thursday is not New Year's Day, right? The first Thursday is not New Year's Day because I don't think we're doing New Year's Day. So, but we will see you after the new year. And happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. Be safe, be well, be kind to yourself.